Good morning, everybody. Hello. Aloha. How are you today? I hope that you're doing great, like Tony the Tiger. Okay, if you don't know who that is, I'll tell you in class on Friday, probably. So, today's Wednesday. Wednesday, July 15th. We're right in the middle of month, because we're in the middle of everything. So we're in the middle of everything, but this is like officially the last YouTube video of the first semester, which is great. Like Tony the Tiger. Okay, so anyway, today what are we going to do, miss? What are we going to do? Today you have 2 videos with me and 1 video with Miss Kim. So this is my first video. And it's going to be about math. Yes, we're going to do a little math class. And since we've been practicing so much on multiplication, well, guess what? That's what we're going to multiply. That's what we're going to multiply? No, that's what we're going to work on, multiplying. Absolutely. Okay, so what do you need? Well, you need a pencil and an eraser. Here I'm getting mine. I have my eraser here. And I have a mechanical pencil. If you have a real pencil, that's even better. I also have my notebook where I'm going to work. So first things first, you have to get all of those things. If you don't have your notebook and you want to use just a sheet of paper, that's fine. So now is the time where you go and you get your implements. Your pencil, your eraser, your notebook, or some sheets of paper. And I'll show you what we're going to do. So here we go. Now we're going to work with multiplying 3-digit number by 1-digit numbers. Okay, we have a lot of work to do, you guys. So look at all these. There's 3 sheets, okay? And we're going to go up and let's see. Let's do the first one. Remember that I've been showing you this method of multiplication. Now we always start the digit below, multiplies the digit directly above it, the one in the ones unit, okay? Let's do 5 times 3 is 15, miss. So I put the 5 down here and the 1 up there. And now what do I have to do? Multiply 3 times 2. Now 3 times 2 is 6. But I have to add this digit, which is 1. It makes a total of 7. Very good. And 3 times 7 is 21, miss. So I put the 21 here at the bottom. And the grand total is 2,175. Okay, next we have 973 times 2. This should be fairly easy. So 2 times 3 is 6. Good. 2 times 7 is 14. So I take a 4 and I put it here. And the 1 goes up here and the above the 9. And 2 times 9 is 18. Plus 1 is 19. Good job. For a grand total of 1,946. Okay, let's keep going. Now 4 times 4, how much is that? 16, miss. So I put 6 here and a 1 here. Now once again, we have to repeat this same multiplication as before. 4 times 4 is 16, but I have to add this digit. So I don't put a 6, I put a 7. 17. Good job. And the 1 remaining goes up here. Now 4 times 3 is 12, but you have to add this digit, which makes it 13, miss. For a grand total of 344 times 4 equals 1,376. Now let's do this one on the right. 226 times 3. 3 times 6 is 18, miss. So I put 8 down here. I do a 1 up here. And 2 times 3 is 6, but I have to add this digit. That makes it 7, miss. Okay. And 3 times 2? 6. So 226 times 3, 678. Good job. Let's do the ones on the row below, starting from the left. 575 times 2. Oh, this is fairly easy. Now 5 times 2 is 10. Easiest multiplication ever. I put a 0 below and I put a 1 right above the 7. Now 2 times 7 is 14, but I have to add this digit, which is a 1. That makes it 15. I put the 5 at the bottom and a 1 right above the 5 in the hundredths unit. Okay, now let's go. 2 times 5, 10 plus 1, 11. So 575 times 2 equals 1,150. Good job. Now let's do a more complicated one. 897 times 4. Now 7 times 4 is 28. If you don't know this by now, then you need to practice. Now 4 times 9, oh sorry, I said 28, and I didn't put the 2 up here. I almost made a mistake. That would have changed everything. Now 4 times 9 is, yes, 36. Good job. Now 36 plus 2 is 38. So I put the 8 down here and a 3 right above the 8 in the hundredths place. Now 4 times 8 is 32. Great. So 32 plus 3, 35. There we go. So 897 multiplied by 4 equals 3,588. Let's do another one with a bigger number. 919 times 3. 3 times 9 equals 27, miss. And I put 7 below. And here in the tens unit, I put the 2 above that 1. Now 3 times 1 is 3. But if I add 2, it's 5. And finally, 3 times 9, one more time, is 27. Whoops, that 2 came out a little weird, but I'm pretty sure you can understand it's a 2. So 919 times 3 equals 2,757. Now let's do this last one. It's not the last one, of course. I already showed you how many we have to do, and that's a lot. So let's see. 5 times 3 is 15. The 5 goes at the bottom. The 1 goes above the tens. 5 times 4 equals 20. Plus 1 is 21. The 1 goes right below the tens unit. And the 2 goes above the hundredths. Here we go. Now 5 times 8 is, let's see, does anybody know this? 40. Good job. Okay, so 40 plus 2 equals 42. So I put 42 down here. And the grand total of 843 times 5 equals 4,215. Okie doke. So, if you haven't copied down these exercises and the respective answers, yes, you need to do that. And yes, you have to do this. Okay, so I'm going to drop and show you another 10 exercises that we have on this page. Now 427 times 4. 4 times 7 is 28. So the 8 goes in the ones unit, and the 2 goes in the tens unit right above that 2, 27. Now 4 times 2 is 8. Plus 2 is 10. So I put a 0 right on the tens unit, and my 1 goes right above the hundredths. Now 4 times 4 is 16. But I have to add this digit, making a grand total of 17. And 427 times 4 equals 1,708. Alright, let's keep going. We have 7 more to go on this page. So, 784 times 5. I start, as usual, on the ones unit. 5 times 4 is 20. I put a 0 down here, and the 2 right above the hundredths. Okay, let's wait for that to show. Good. Now 5 times 8 is 40. Plus 2, 42. So we put the 2 down here, and the 4 right above the hundreds on the 7. Let's see, let's wait for it to mark. Good job. Now 5 times 7 is 35. And 35 plus 4 is 39. Whoop, 39. Okie dokie. We're working very nicely, kids, so let's keep going. 784 times 5 equals 3,920. Okay, let's do, we have 6 more to go on this page. 8 times 3 is 24. I put the 4 down here, and up here on the tens, I put the 2. Let's wait for it to show. There we go. Now 4 times 3 is 12, but I have to add this digit, 2. So 12 plus 2 is 14. So I put a 4 down here and a 1 above the hundreds. Okay. And 3 times 1 is 3 plus 1 is 4. Look at this. 148 times 3 equals 444. Yes. Okay, we're rocking this. Let's do more. Let's do 991 times 4, or multiplied by 4. 4 times 1 equals 4. Beautiful. And 4 times 9 equals 36. So I put the 6 down here, below the tens, and above the hundreds, I put the 3. Okay. And 4 times 6, Miss, I just told you 1,000 times. It's 36. Okay, so 36 plus 3 is 39. Good job. So we go and we say 991 multiplied by 4 equals 3,964. All right, let's do another one. 4 more to go on this page. 987 times 3. 3 times 7 is 21. So put the 1 below, and on the tens we put the 2. That's right above that 8. That 2 looks a little weird. Sorry about that. Now 3 times 8 is 24. Plus 2, 26. Okay, so I put the 6 down here, and above the hundreds, another 2. This one is looking a little better, I think. There we go. Yes, totally. Now 9 times 3 is 27. Plus 2, 29. All right, so the grand total of 987 times 3 equals 2,961. Okay. Now, let's do 5 times 8. Oh, sorry, 328 times 5. And then we go 5 times 8. Now, 5 times 8 is 40, miss. We put the 4 above the tens, right above that 2 there. And 5 times 2 is 10. But 10, we have to add this digit, 14. So I put the 4 down here, and above the hundreds, right above that 3, I put the 1. And 5 times 3 is 15. Plus 1, 16. And the grand total of 328 times 5 is 1,640. Beautiful. 2 more. 684 times 3. Now let's start with the units. The ones. 3 times 4 equals 12. I put the 2 down here. And the 1 goes on the tens, right above the 8. 3 times 8 is 24. But we have to add this digit. 24 plus 1 equals 25. The 5 goes at the bottom. And I put the 2 right above the hundreds. Let's wait for it to show. Beautiful. Now 3 times 6 is 18 plus 2, 20. So here we go. Whoa, that was a little crazy. Let's see if I can undo it. Good. 20. What did I say? Oh, yeah, 20. There we go. Looking a little weird still, but the grand total of 684 times 3 equals 2,052. All right, let's do this last one on this page. Now 143 times 2. I always skipped it right during the thing instead of reading the number first. Now I can do this mentally actually, but I'm not going to do it mentally. We're going to do the math. We always have to do the math. And then our brain's going to become so fast we can do this in our minds. So 3 times 2 is 6. Now 2 times 4 is 8. Now 2 times 1 is 2. This is the easiest one we've ever done. 143 times 2 is 286. Alright kids, give you a brief timeout because, okay, what am I going to do? I'm going to ask you to copy down these first 8 on the next page. So I'll give you a couple of seconds to copy this. And then we're going to do it together. How about that? Alright, okay. Okay, so now that you've copied it down, let's go ahead and do it. Let's do a different color for this other page. Orange seems just about right. And let's do a little bit thicker. So 5 times 1, 281 times 5. 5 times 1 equals 5. And 5 times 8 is 40. Good. We've done that one plenty of times. I put the 0 in the tens, and above the hundreds, I put the 4. Looking a little weird, but you know. And then I do 5 times 2, which is 10. Beautiful. And I add this digit, 4. So 10 plus 4 is 14. And 281 times 5 equals 1,405. Good job. Now let's do the next one. 463 times 4. 4 times 3 equals 12. I put the 1 in the tens. And 4 times 6 is 24. But I have to add this digit, 25. What do I do with the 2? Put above the hundreds in this, right above that 4. 4 times 4 is 16 plus 2, 18. For a grand total of 463 times 4 equals 1,852. Let's do the next one. 696 times 4. Now 4 times 6 is 24. Miss, you just did it in the previous exercise. Hello. Now 24, I put the 2 right above the tens. And 4 times 6 is 36. Good job. Plus 2 is 38. What do I do with the 3? Above the hundreds, miss, right on top of that 6. Okay. Now 4 times 6 is 24, but I have to add 3 for a grand total of 27. Whoops. That's super crazy. Let's do it again. 27. Alright, so 696 times 4 equals 2,784. Let's do these remaining ones. Now 416 times 4. 4 times 6 is 24, miss. I put the 2 above the tens, and whoa, that was a little crazy. Let's undo it. Okay, there we go. 4, right, and 4, the 2 goes up here. Alright, now 4 times 1 is 4, plus 2 is 6, and 4 times 4 is 16. So the grand total of 416 times 4 is 1,664. Let's do 275 times 6. First we do 5 times 6, and that equals 30, miss. I put the 3 up here, above the tens, above the 7. And 6 times 7, can anybody tell me that? 42! Okay, but 42, I have to add this 3. So 42 plus 3 is 45. And the 4 goes above the hundreds, right above that 2, Rare. And 4 times 2 is 24, plus 4 is 28. Whoa, it came out weird, but I pulled it off. So the grand total of 275 times 6 equals 2,850. Sorry. 643 times 6. We start on the ones. 6 times 3 is 18. Right below that 1. And we take the 1 we put above the tens. We do diagonal. 6 times 4, 24, plus 1, 25. And the 2 goes up in the hundreds above the 8. Now 6 times 6 is 36, plus 2, 38. Beautiful. 643 times 6 equals 3,858. 867 times 5. 5 times 7. Let's do this quickly. 5 times 7 is 35. And 5 times 6 equals, oh my god, what is 5 times 6? 30. Great. Plus 3. 33. And let's do the 3 goes up here on the 8. And 5 times 8. 40. Plus 3. 43. Boom. Chakalaka. Oh, that's such a weird 3. Let's see if I can do that again. 43. Okay, yeah. So 867 times 5 is 4,335. Great, let's jump to the next one. 891 times 4. 4 times 1 is 4. 4 times 4 times 9 is 36. I put the 6 down here and the 3 up here. And 4 times 8 is 32. Plus 3 is 35. So 891 times 4 is 3,564. Yes. Okay. Now the remaining ones I'm going to show you. And I'm going to leave them here because these are really what I'm going to leave you for homework. This is the first part. You have these 8 exercises. 849 times 5. 585 times 5. 744 times 4, 263 times 5, 588 times 4, 166 times 5, 975 times 6, and 798 times 6. That's it. That's all the homework that I'm going to give you. So I'm just going to leave it right there so that you can take a look at it. And you can show me on Friday, Miss, I did my homework. These are the results, and we can copy them on the board like we do all the time in Zoom. This is going to be great. So I hope you guys had fun with this. Because we're becoming multiplication pros. That's what we're doing. And have a great day. I'll see you later for another video that I prepared for you. And also don't forget to watch Miss Kim's and go to music class and go to PE class with Mr. Nicholas. Alright, so I'll see you guys later for another video. Bye-bye.